while I'm filming. This is very difficult. This is the first time I'm actually using this iPad to do a video. So I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, among other things. I've made a couple of other videos before, and they were about painting and basically DIY things. But I thought it was really important for me to come to you today to check in and to also talk a little bit about how I've been dealing with the coronavirus quarantine and the social distancing. For those of you who may be watching later on, today is March 25th, 2020, and we are in the middle of a huge virus. It's worldwide, and so basically we have been told to stay in our rooms and don't go out, basically worldwide. I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I'm dealing with it, and also just the nuances of this whole thing. And also I really wanted to say a big thank you to specifically Nicole State. She's also a reseller on Poshmark. She does it full-time, at Millie and Monica. Thank you very much. And Vad is Red. Thank you so much, ladies. You are amazing. You have given me so much strength during this time. I know I've kept quiet until now, but I really got kicked in the butt with this thing. I really needed to recenter. I was spending a lot of time with my husband and with my sister and my family as well. I've just taken the time to sort of reset. So yeah, first of all, I want to say how I'm dealing with this is finding ways to think good thoughts every single day. And right now I'm at a point where I'm very positive about the outcome of all of this. I'm already seeing some amazing things happen because of this. You know, I live in a part of Pennsylvania where I'm fortunate enough that we are not on lockdown. We are just asked to remain a certain distance from each other. We're not working, most of us. Well, my husband, thank God, he's working. But I work at a retail store during the day when I'm not doing my Poshmark. And so we've been asked to stay home. And thank God I work for this company because they are amazing. I'm not going to mention them here because I'm sure there's some sort of YouTube rule about that. But it's overwhelming how much good I have seen through all of this. And I have to be grateful. I am, of course. So I am grateful for, this is basically going to be a great gratitude list. There are, of course, times through this where I let the fear take me over. I get sucked in by some headline. You know, the media is sometimes not our friends. Probably mainstream media is pretty much in it to freak people out and to keep us fighting and squabbling over stupid shit. So, yeah, having that in mind, you do sometimes go down those rabbit holes. But I'm also a lover and a practicer and a long-time follower of the law of attraction. And basically what that is in a nutshell, it is the idea, the belief, the philosophy, and the universal law that what you think about, you bring about. So if there is something that you are wanting to happen, you must first be able to come to a space of non-resistant thought, meaning you have to be able to visualize the end that you want, or at least feel the feeling of relief that would come from the ending that you want in any given circumstance. So you have to be finessed about it. And the reason why I've been following this for so long is because I've seen it work amazingly in my life. Give it a test. You try it out. I mean, I used to be a very depressed individual, a very anxious individual, a very negative head kind of individual. And I started meditating and I came across the law of attraction, and it has absolutely changed my life. I'm living where I want to live. I'm doing what I want to do. I have a wonderful relationship with my husband. I have a beautiful life. And pretty much anything I want comes to me sooner or later, depending on how resistant I am to the belief that I could have it. So yeah, this is how it works. So anyways, tangent. So anyways, how I started to think about this whole thing, I kind of did go down that dark rabbit hole, but then I remembered what I've been learning all along. And this, you know, like I said, the law of attraction, the belief that things will get better, that something truly wonderful can come of this situation, you know, and it's so funny because I only recently really started getting into reselling on Poshmark. You know, I've been on there for like a year and a half or something like that. And it started with me like shopping on there because I have a penchant for Prada, and I found that I found some really nice Prada things on Poshmark, and I'm like, damn, you know, like this is cool, and I have some really nice things I could sell. So I started like taking things from around my house, and I was like posting those, and then I started selling them, and then you know, I got caught up back in my day job, and then I was like, well, why don't I actually give myself a shot, really put my mind to it, and really start doing the Poshmark thing. Once I did, I started making sales a lot, like more than I thought I would. Hundreds of dollars started coming in, and I was like, wow, this could be a full-time thing. So just as that was happening and I was making these sales, coronavirus happened. So that kind of knocked the wind out of my sails for a second. And you know what? I think that if I just keep going, Millie and Monica, you said it, start as you mean to go on. You did say this in one of your videos, and I thought, damn, like, that's pretty good advice. Start as you mean to go on. Keep going. You may have days, especially during this time where we're social distancing and we're quarantined and we're going through some emotional upheaval and, you know, all of these things. Do what you normally would do. If you need a day to catch your breath, to take a nap, to watch Mr. Rogers like I do, whatever it is, give yourself the permission. Be that loving and kind to yourself. Don't beat yourself up. This is a huge emotional upheaval that we're all going through. And I truly believe that at the end of this, we are all going to be much better human beings for it, and we are going to be connected in a way that we have never been connected before. It's already happening. I see it everywhere. I have never connected with my neighbors in this way while maintaining a 6-foot distance, but it's incredible what this sort of contrast in your life can do. Okay, so some other things that I'm grateful for: spending time with my sister. I have never spent time with my sister like this before. We have never done yoga before, and here we are doing yoga, and we're going for long walks, and we're getting philosophical, and we're laughing, and we're watching funny movies, and we've become more close in such a short period of time. It's nothing I would have ever expected. Okay, and then lastly, I'm gonna say this is lastly. So, if you are married, like I am married, this situation is going to bring things to a head in certain areas of the marriage. For me, it has been communication. I have realized how badly I have been communicating with my husband. he has brought it to my attention. And, you know, I mean, we have been, I can't even say gently arguing. I mean, we have just downright been arguing. But we have been ending the arguments extremely differently than I ever remember. We are really trying to understand each other on a different level. You know, we're finding out that certain words that we use with each other are actually trigger words. You know, they trigger old feelings, or maybe one word for me may not be the same meaning for him. I mean, often it isn't. We are two very different individuals. We are opposites. Okay? I mean, like, for instance, he loves to watch the news and politics. I hate it. I mean, that's not how I operate. I do not get any sort of feeling of positivity out of it or anything. I look for positive feed, positive programs, positive words, positive, all of that stuff. And none of that for me, like the whole political does not vibrate with me at all. Like, not my vibe. For him, he actually sees these things, has this filter where he can take that crap and turn it into something positive inside of him. That's amazing. And this is also something I've learned to appreciate throughout this time. So at the end of I'm not even gonna, they are arguments. We have these arguments. And at the end of it, yes, sometimes on my end there are tears. But I have also been humbled. You know, he's really brought some things to light for me. I can't be in a bubble, and I mean, people have called me bubble girl, like I live my life in a bubble. And I feel quite comfortable there. And he is the one that bursts the bubble and helps me to look around and see, like, I don't let everything in, and I should let everything in, and I shouldn't be afraid to let everything in. So there's that. Yeah, so I am grateful for this new way of connecting with my husband and this newfound way of communicating. You know, I'm very blessed there as well. So yeah, so let's see. Is there anything else? No, I don't think so. So I'm going to go on and do some more poshmarking and, yeah, keep practicing gratitude and keep exercising almost daily. And that's it. All right, guys. So nice to catch up with you. I don't know what my video is going to be next, and I don't know when. That's fine. Talk to you soon. Bye. Here it is. The death pile. Attacking it slowly and surely. And the mess that is now my house. It's like a bunker up in here. Shall I show you the first floor? Okay, going down my unswept steps. Hello, neighbor. Mess, mess, mess. And here it is. The other natural disaster my house is a coal state. There are no rules. Look at this. All right, I'm gonna get to cleaning. Have an awesome day, guys. There was one more thing I wanted to add in my earlier recording of this video. I wanted to ask, what have you personally done in order to help with this virus? Like, have you brought your neighbors some toilet paper? Have you, I don't know, connected with somebody in a way you might not have connected before? Have you offered to volunteer? Have you purchased something from somebody that you like on Poshmark that inspires you? I know I have. It's one of the first things I did. So yeah, just, I'm curious, like, how have you been dealing with this? How have you stepped up as a human being, as an individual? Have you sacrificed anything? Let me know. I am so curious to hear your stories. And if you like this video, please favorite the video. I am Janine A. Golia. I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, among other things. I am a creative DIY person. Yeah. So, oh, and if you want to buy anything from my Poshmark closet, it's at Janine A. Golia. And you could check out my video for this morning.